Hello, this is Davin with GitLab doing a quick video here on enabling the embedded Docker registry within GitLab. This is GitLab 11.11.2, a single Omnibus instance on Ubuntu. I've got a blank project here. You'll notice on the left that I don't have any options for the registry. The first step will be to edit your etc GitLab RB. And the only setting I'm going to use here is the registry external URL. I'm going to go ahead and save that and run a reconfigure. While that's running, just another quick look at this file. The only setting I need here is the registry URL because I've already got these other pieces configured. SSL search, for example. Docker does assume SSL wherever you're at, so you will need a certificate or something like Let's Encrypt. There are a lot of other settings for GitLab, and you can find those on the docs. I'm going to be running this on its own domain, so there won't be any conflicts of like ports or anything like that. Source install information here. Where Docker does require SSL certs, I'm using self-signed certs here, mostly because I use it for testing purposes. That means you will need to, on each client, configure those certificates if you don't have a public certificate. And then there are a lot of different options that you can potentially set for the registry. Generally speaking, unless you know you explicitly need it, don't set it. A lot of these can cause problems, and generally you don't need anything. Again, all I'm going to be using is that single setting. So now that my reconfigure is finished, let's jump back over to my project and run a refresh. And wait patiently for it to load. You'll see now that I've got the registry here on the left. We'll go ahead and open that up. This is a great page. It includes all the instructions, the correct URLs, the how to build and push. So I'm going to go ahead and log in here with this first command and put in my GitLab credentials. I've now successfully logged in and my credentials will be stored. I've got an example project already set up here with a Docker file and just a blank file. This is generating a really small image. There's nothing to it, adding the file. So I'll go ahead and build it. This will stage it locally, and then I will go ahead and push. And then refresh. So you see now I've got an image here, and I can also copy this URL here, and for example, if I were to remove the image that I built locally, I can then pull the image that I just copied and pasted, and now I've got the image locally. So I'm going to do one more thing real quick. We're going to jump over and build and push an image via the GitLab runner. There's a lot of built-in variables to make this really simple to configure. So first I'm going to jump into the web IDE, and I'm going to add a Docker file. And again, this is a pretty basic blank. I'm just copying in a new file. And then I'm going to also create a CI YAML. And this one I'll do a little bit more explaining on. The before script block will run prior to my actual build stage script, and this is what handles the login. These are the variables that come with GitLab when you've got this enabled. This will include the token, for example, with the registry, the actual URL, and then the CI job user. And then I'm also going to be using the image variables to push and to store it via the shop. So I'm going to go ahead and save it, and then this is how I'm generating the example file, which will be in the registry. Looks like that committed correctly. Okay, let's go take a look. And my job. You see here, I've got my Docker login prior to my script, my echo, my build, the push, and then the job succeeded. So I'm going to jump over to the registry again. Let's pop this open, and we can see my new SHA. You probably want to use a different labeling strategy. And then I'll go ahead and pull my image. Magic. Thank you so much, and appreciate your time.